Okay, greetings everyone. We're gonna start in about a minute. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button. Get ready, cause I got something for y'all. You're gonna like this class. So bring your friends in. I promise you will not be disappointed. I got this from the ancestors, bringing to you straight. No chaser. Okay, we get ready to start now. Thank my family for being here. I appreciate y'all. I know I can depend on y'all. We're gonna heal y'all because everybody's sick. Everybody's sick. We living in a sick society, so let's get some healing. All right, greetings again. This is old school. This is staying in the light, a private membership society. Now, what we did with that tuning is to clear negative. Negative cannot exist in the same place with positive. And everything is about vibration. So that's why we do that. I do that for myself as well because I want to be in the right vibration when I bring something to you all, and I want you all to be in the right vibration to receive what's coming from me because it's coming through me. These are divine messages. So I'm like a messenger. That's really what I am. Okay, let's talk about what's happening in DC. That's the topic I have to discuss today. What's happening in DC? Now, DC is not the only crime ridden place. There's crime all over the place. So, why did they have the nationalize the police, or they call it federalize Washington, D.C.? It must be another reason. Well, you remember some time ago they talked about uh, cleaning the swamp. I think that's the term they use. In other words, there's a lot of criminals in Washington in government. Now, before this federalization, you could not be arrested in D.C. You had a status as a diplomat. If you was a member of Congress, you could not be arrested in D.C. This is my understanding. Now, I may be wrong, so do your research and correct me. This is why these people who've been deranged with personalities and not fulfilling their duties to their constituents, they've left D.C. They're seeking refuge in other places. Why? Because they know they're going to be arrested. They know it. Why would you, if you're innocent, why are you running? They say David Crockett was the king of the frontier. So why are you running if you're innocent? These people are paid actors. They're paid to act out. Just like somebody who's to get a crowd acting out. What do you call them? There's a name for these people. Well, they agents for sure. So that's my take on it. Like I say, what do I know? These people know they're going to be arrested. So they flee in the city, because before the president made this martial law for the city, they could not be arrested. But now they can. So some of them saw this coming. They got out of Dodge. They saw it coming. They got out of Dodge, proving their guilt because you ran because you're guilty. So this is, you can say this is judgment day for some people. This is their judgment day. People doing dirt, getting away with dirt for years now. That's why they hate this man so much. Because even though he got faults like everybody got faults. But he's trying to clean it up. What he can clean up. Of course, some people are not going to be touched because let's say they got high status. Everything's about class and status. But the little low status people, yeah, they're going to be thrown under the bus. And it's time. Now, those of you who are watching the economy, you know that things are getting better if you just face the truth. Prices are getting lower, gas prices are getting better. I'm just saying this as an outside looking in because it doesn't affect me one way or another. As a private community, we don't care what the price of gas is or what price of eggs is because we are independent, we have our own. We're free, baby. And it's beautiful. So I can report on this as an outsider, not being involved. So what do you think? You think might be something to this? They report there's 23 people was arrested, and they name all these type of criminal activities, but nobody in Congress. They're not going to announce that. I don't think they're going to announce, because if they talk about somebody bringing criminal charges against somebody, chances are they've already been arrested. Nothing happens in real time. Because they have to make sure they don't get a heads up of what's going on. So they're not going to report it as it happened. No. They're going to tell you a little bit after it happens. All for political expediency. So chances are most of these people are already arrested. Some of them are sitting in Guantanamo Bay right now, having a military tribunal. I was told, and I don't know the truth of it because I don't know whether to do my research on this, that but some of them have already, uh, yeah, they say executed. There's no way I can verify that, so I don't know. Just reporting. I'm just a messenger. So what's going on out there with y'all? What have y'all heard? Oh, have y'all been outside? Have y'all seen what's going on in the night skies? Man, look at these star systems up there. A lot of energy being released in these planets, these star systems, these constellations. I saw one. I thought it was a mother plane releasing these ships. That's what I thought it was. It could have been. It could have been. Um, you know when he make these comments? There's an astrological term for it, which I recall. I don't recall right now. But yeah, they manufacture comets. It's a high energy surge. You know, they got 3 planets in retrograde. Mercury just got off of retrograde, August the 11th today. Or was it Jupiter? Yeah, it's Mercury. And Jupiter was on retrograde since July. And Saturn also going to be retrograde soon for another year. So all that means is that retrograde motion just means that giving you opportunity to get your act together. It's not stopping because the planets don't move with the sun. It's a rotation. So they have to slow their roll. They have to slow their roll down to stay in orbit, or to be out of orbit. It's like everything. It's a correction. That's all the retrograde is, in my opinion, is a correction to make sure the orbit is perfect. Stand in alignment. Isn't that beautiful how that happens? And you think there's no architect making this happen? Yes, we are the architect. The more we get ourselves in alignment and in tune with righteousness, then you'll be able to be a part of that divine architect, controlling the planets, the motions of the star, because that's you up there. You're a heavenly body on earth. But if you've been miseducated, the more degrees you got, the more ignorant you're going to be, because they're teaching. I say they're teaching the same things in the churches. They're teaching Satanism under the disguise of God. Yeah, that's my research showed me. They're teaching Satanism. The religion is Satanism. Devil worship is all over the place. Devil worship is all over the place. Otherwise, you wouldn't be lying about the origin of a man who has beautiful brown skin. What's the political purpose of that? Yeah, Satan want to keep everybody enslaved. He don't want you to be free. He want to use you as a tool and a fool. That's why they miseducate you. Well, with that, we're going to let it be. Until next time, thank y'all for showing up. I appreciate that. We're scheduled for 10 in the morning, 5 in the evening, and 10 at night. May show up sometimes, If I'm not busy, appreciate you showing up. And I'm going to leave you with your healing frequencies to keep you high.